Basically, it's all over. And for all the cops, you're being hit with fluoride, you're being hit with cancer viruses, you're under the same eugenics attack. And before the show ends, I'm going to cover that for you from mainstream sources. Kevin in Missouri, you're on the air. Thanks for holding.
Hello.
Hi.
I had a couple questions for you today. My first one is, I've been drinking sodium fluoridated water for a while, and I was wondering how the average person without a whole lot of money would be able to find pure water without pharmaceuticals or sodium fluoride in it.
It is irreversible, the damage, but you can stop more damage. You can go to the store and get a reverse osmosis system. You can get Berkey systems. You can also, a good system, but you have to boil it each time, is a distilled water system. You can buy big bottles of distilled water. The media says tap water is completely clean and good. Don't trust bottled water. Well, in a way, a lot of bottled water is just tap water and is bad. So you've got to take that in your own hands. Hundreds of government university studies. Just a child who drinks water in their first 6 years will get a 20-point on average IQ reduction. So, it's pretty hardcore, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And my second comment, I want to give it to you real quick, is that do you think it's possible for the HAARP system to create weather disaster on the West Coast or East Coast?
Yeah, that's been declassified. I've interviewed, right when it got declassified, Ben Livingston, even before it was on Fox and CNN and AP, picked up on my story 2 years ago. We flew him to Austin. In fact, I just put that out for PrisonPlanet.tv members, but it's on the web for free everywhere, but not in this high res. But the point is, he was the father of weather weapons. He was the first guy to fly into hurricanes, hurricanes 170 miles an hour top speed. He also flew into the typhoons that get up to 220. And with just cloud seeding, they could create hurricanes, kill hurricanes, steer hurricanes, certified. Naval Weapons Laboratory, Stanford Research Institute, 1967 certified. They were already controlling them by 62, but certified by 67. And he's the guy that also led squadrons of aircraft in with people like Chuck Yeager, who, when people don't know, Chuck Yeager wasn't just a fighter ace in World War II or broke the sound barrier. He went back to Vietnam for 3 years and flew fighter aircraft. But with him and some of the same squadrons in weather control was Ben Livingston. And just amazing. So, yes, it's all certified. I don't know when they're controlling the weather. I just know that they do control it. And I remember they had huge floods a few years ago, and they admitted in the San Antonio paper that they've been doing weather experiments. When it happened, 35 people died in one night. So, yes, sir, they do have total control of the weather. And that's what Secretary of Defense Cohen said in 1997 in a televised press conference.
Have you heard anything about the HAARP system being active right before the
I have interviewed, yes, I've interviewed the former head of HAARP, Brigadier General Benton Parton, former head of Air Force Weapons Development, and he said that's classified and he won't discuss it. I appreciate your call. Great questions.